Hey guys, welcome to Sip and Sit. I'm your host Aaliyah.
And I'm Brooke. Let's get in the episode. Welcome back to another episode of Sip and Sit.
Woo!
We are so glad you're here.
I do that every time.
I know. Every time I'm editing, it's like, wow! I hope that you guys are having an amazing day. Thank you so much for clicking on our podcast episode. Aaliyah, what are we going to be talking about today?
Today we are going to be talking about navigating your 20s and what no one tells you about.
Yes.
And then we're also going to be talking about like handling friendships as an adult and just talking about like the good and the bad and I don't know, just talking about friendship.
I love it. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, let's wait no further. Let's get into the sip of the day. Aaliyah, what are you drinking today?
Okay, this is the same thing I had last episode, but it's from a coffee shop here in town. And it's called like the Rush or something. It's like their own energy drink, I think.
Yeah.
But it has blue raspberry, white chocolate, and lavender. And I'm like obsessed with it.
No,
I've gotten
it's
so many times.
I feel like the white chocolate, you would think like, oh,
Like
what?
gross.
Yeah, but it's
so
really good.
It's like addicting. I
Yeah.
like used to never go here, and now I've like gone
Okay,
there
are
a
those
couple
like
times.
almost $10 though?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I
crazy.
don't do it because it's so
Yeah,
expensive.
It's like $8.25.
It's
something.
insane.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good.
What is your sip of the day?
My sip of the day is some greens from Daily Rue.
Ooh.
Use my code BrookeBenz for some money off. No, literally, these are the best greens I've ever had in my entire life. I'm not just saying that because I have
Are
a
they,
code
like,
with
sweet?
them. Right.
Oh gosh.
It's not like Bloom. Bloom is like kind of nasty.
That is pretty good.
Yeah, it's so
Ooh.
good.
Yeah.
And then I just love her as a owner, Annabelle Jean. Annabelle Jean, sponsor us. Daily Rue. Just kidding. No, but yeah, this is so freaking good. And I have the strawberry pineapple flavor right now.
Yummy.
Cheers.
Are you sponsored by them?
I'm not sponsored. I just
Cheers.
have a code. I
That's
can
nice.
get like
Yeah.
commission from it. So. Okay, so updates. What happened this last week? Anything exciting?
Not really super exciting. Same as usual.
Yeah.
Honey is like a little bit crazy. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I think she might get crazier every week. So I'm hoping at some point it'll start to just like go down.
Yeah. Once she's like, I think full grown. Like she'll
Yeah.
obviously be a puppy for a while, but like, I think it'll be a little bit better.
Yeah. Because everyone is just like, your dog is so crazy. And I'm like, I don't want to be that person with the crazy
No,
dog.
we love Honey. We love Honey.
Yeah. She's just like, there's so much energy and she's just in this little
Yeah,
body.
and she doesn't have a friend to play with all the
Yeah.
time, so it's like you need to get the energy
Yeah.
out. So,
One of Jake's clients is selling German Shepherd puppies.
oh boy,
And I want one so bad.
even after getting Honey and
Yeah,
having
I'm like, it would be so nice if there was two of them.
yeah,
'Cause
No,
I'm
that's
like,
what
we already
Sterling
have
and
all
I
the
did.
puppy stuff,
yeah.
but he will not. And they're only like $500 because they're just trying to get rid of them.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and they're like not showing their house until they get rid of the puppies. So I'm like, we'd be helping them out.
Literally. No, Sterling and I both got dogs like a month apart, and it was so nice to just get over and done with the puppy phase
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah,
And it's just it's
I
kind
know,
of the
that's
way
why
to
I'm
go.
like, we should get another one.
Jake, you should rethink that because it is nice to get over the puppy stage.
For real, let's get another puppy.
Yeah. Well, that's good. What did you do this weekend?
What did I do this weekend? On Saturday, I don't even remember. I think I just like hung out. We hung out with Jake's brother and his girlfriend. Church on Sunday we served in coffee shop and that was fun. Church was really good. You weren't there, but
No, I've
I
heard
really
it's
like his series right now.
really,
Yeah.
Okay, I have heard so many about
Yeah.
people saying that this last week was just super good.
It was good. It was about like giving and like just being generous and
Yeah.
stuff. It was really good.
You should tell them what happened.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I don't remember if it was last podcast or 2 podcasts ago,
yeah.
but I had said on the podcast, I was like, I really wish I like had a notebook and a pen at church. Like I always forget. Like I need to just remember.
Yeah.
And then on Sunday, I'm like sitting there, and Lori, she listens to our podcast.
Love you, Lori.
Shout out Lori. She like came over and sat by me and like gave me a notebook and a pen, and it was seriously so sweet.
When you told me that, I was like, that is the nicest thing and so
For real,
intentional.
It was so intentional.
So,
It was
Lori,
sweet.
we love you.
Yeah.
Thanks for getting her a little notebook and pen.
Yeah,
And
It's
so did
sweet.
you write in it? Did you take
Mhm.
notes?
Yeah.
Good. I love it. Well, good. I like it.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I think that was it. You had a way more of an eventful weekend.
Yeah.
So tell me about it.
So my younger brother had his state tournament for basketball. He's a senior, so this was the last year. Kind of sad.
Oh, that is sad.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
we really enjoy going to the state tournaments, and It was really fun. It's called Great Falls. It's a town like 3.5 hours from us, and so it was a fun road trip. I drove up with Blake's girlfriend and her sister, which they're they've been like my friends forever, and so it was fun to drive up with them, and I roomed with them, and we just had a fun weekend. My grandma from Arizona came into town.
She did?
Yes.
Aw, that's
So
sweet.
she was there, and then my older brother, who's living in Alaska right now, came down as well. So it was just like a little family reunion. My younger brother played so good. Like the games were really
Yeah.
fun, and I just enjoy watching sports in general. And so,
Did
yeah,
they get third, fourth?
they did not place. I
Wait, I thought
know.
that they
No,
made
they
it
were
to the like third and fourth
no,
at least.
if they would have won the last game, they would have.
Aw.
But like they did so good, and like yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
that's fun.
yeah, it was just really fun. And also, I don't know if the girls who were there listened, but they said there was a couple girls who came up to me and said that they watch our podcast and
Really?
listen. Yeah.
Aw.
So if you're watching, hello, thank you so much for coming
That's
up
so
to me
sweet.
and saying hi. But that was so sweet.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, just came back home and just on Monday we played pickleball, which was really
That's fun.
We had Bible study. What did we talk about at Bible study?
It was really good.
It was
We
really
had to do
good.
2 weeks in 1 week
Yeah.
because the roads were really bad like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But we were talking about like the communicable attributes of God. The whole
Yes.
study is just called attributes of God.
Yeah.
But we were talking about like I don't know, there was like being loving, like how God is good and how we can be good.
Yep. Loving, truthful.
Yeah, truthful.
Oh gosh. Just.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
And
it
then
was
there
really
was
good.
like I don't know, 10 days of like we talk about all the days. So, but it was really good. It was really fun.
Yeah.
And it's just fun to like connect with like a bunch of different girls our age
Yeah.
and just like get together.
It was
It's
so
really good.
good. Yeah, I really enjoyed this last week. I feel like it's nice because like I have questions sometimes and I feel like sorry, like it's kind of
Oh
messy.
no, you're fine.
I have questions quite often and I feel like the girls in the group are really good about like answering those questions and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, a lot of them went to like Bible college and stuff.
Yeah,
so
like they're knowledgeable.
they are knowledgeable.
Okay, well, let's just get right into the episode. Let's start off talking about how we navigate our 20s and the challenges we face in our 20s.
Yeah.
And we're babies. We're
Yeah.
only 20 years old. But what have been some struggles that you've
What have been some struggles?
like
would
even
say-
with marriage or just
Yeah.
anything, friendships, all of it.
I feel like in your 20s you kind of feel like out of place because you're like
Yeah.
so fresh out of high school and then you're like an adult all of a sudden.
Yes.
And then like you don't really like learn anything like for being an adult in high school.
Yeah.
So like it's seriously just like figuring everything out on your own.
yeah.
And like I'm very fortunate to like be like married like young. Like I got married at 20. So it's been so nice to like have someone with me like also
Mhm.
navigating our 20s
Yeah.
together. Cause like we seriously have no idea what we're doing. I'm like I don't
Yeah.
know how we will have kids because I'm like I still feel like I'm like 15.
Literally, we were just talking about
Yeah.
this like 2 days ago. We're like, I do not know how, like, we both want to wait a while to have
Yeah.
children, but like, I could not imagine having a kid right now.
No, me
And for those
neither.
who do,
like
that are
go
age,
you
go you. Good job, guys.
Yeah, you guys will be an amazing mother. But
Yeah.
I'm like I just like I'm like having a puppy is like feels like I'm a mother.
Literally.
But I'm like I cannot imagine like having a newborn
For
right now.
real. It's
It'd be
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah.
But like people do that and like shout out to them for real.
Yeah, for real. Good for
But-
you guys.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, for me, I would say kind of same. Like, when people would talk about their credit scores, I was like, what is that?
I don't even have a credit score.
Really?
Mm-mm.
I've been growing mine a little bit this last year, but like, yeah, like just that's hard. And like,
Yeah.
school's not for me. Like, I can't, for both of us. I just feel like school was not for us. And so,
No.
like, we're not like the typical go to college kids, which, like, for me, I'm thankful because
Yeah.
it wasn't for me. Like, it wasn't, but I don't know. I feel like it is a weird age because I have a lot of older friends
Yeah.
and I have still some younger friends like
Mhm.
who are still in high school. So it's like how you're in the in between. Most of the time I'm the youngest friend other than like in our girl group. But like I don't know. I just feel like and I'm not married yet, so I can't relate with people that are married.
Yeah.
But then also I've been in a relationship for almost 6 years.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, I'm close. It's just a weird in between
It is weird.
for me, I
Yeah.
guess. And then like with jobs and stuff, it's like I don't want to work my life away. I want to live in my 20s, but
Yeah.
also I want to be successful as well. It's
It
so
is
weird.
hard.
Yeah.
I like with the work thing, I like have a hard time because I'm like, because I clean right now, but I'm like, I don't want to do that until I'm like 30.
Yeah.
But if I don't start doing something else, like I'll never like work my way up or whatever.
But
But I'm
it's
like,
like
I don't want to.
you have to be cleaning in order to get the money to be able
Yeah.
to live.
Or like I've been wanting to get into like real estate photography,
yeah.
but I like just can't replace my income yet. So like I
Yeah.
just feel like stuck almost. Cause I'm like, unless like Jake was to get a raise or something, like it
Yeah.
would be impossible for me to switch jobs. And then I'm
Right.
just like, it's tricky.
It's so hard. And also,
Yeah.
but like, cleaning probably doesn't make you the most happy in the world.
No, and like I feel like it's so hard because I don't have any coworkers
Yeah.
that I'm like sometimes like just like sad.
Yeah.
Like I'm like I like we'll talk to like my clients, but most of the time they're not there.
Yeah.
And then I'm like I just see like Jake most of the day. Like I don't see anybody else or interact with anyone else.
Yeah. That's
Besides,
why
like,
I'm
when
really
we hang out
glad
and
that
stuff.
like we'll like so filming the podcast, we'll like pick a day to film the podcast and then we'll also pick another day to like actually hang out and not
Yeah.
worry about like podcasts because
This
like
is like work.
this is work for us.
This is hard work.
This is hard work. I mean, it's so fun. But yeah, like just being more intentional with like hanging out and stuff. And so
Yeah.
I'm glad that cuz same like for me everyone's at work.
Yeah.
I'm at home alone. I'm going crazy.
Mhm.
But also like yeah, I don't see a lot of people and so I am thankful that we schedule time to actually hang out and like yeah.
Excuse me.
No, that's so real though. I feel that.
Yeah, it's just hard.
Yeah, how have like friendships been like throughout your life? Like how have you been able to navigate friendships in middle school, high school, and then now? Like how do you feel? And I feel like we're pretty blessed in the friendship department.
Yeah. We
Like I
kind of
feel
have
like
like built-in friends that are
literally
almost like family in a way
yeah.
that like most people like
Yeah,
don't have what we have. So we're very fortunate for that.
for real.
Cuz like basically all of like our parents' friends, they all have kids that are our age. and
Yeah.
we all like get along like really good.
We all go to the same church, we all do this we
Went
went to the same school.
same
like,
sports.
yeah.
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 But I would say like should we both like say like our middle school friendships? And
Yeah.
Then, okay.
Yeah.
I would say in middle school, it was pretty easy, but like also hard at the same time because I went to such a small school that like you're kind of like forced to be friends and you don't have that many like options.
Literally.
And like in middle
Yeah.
school, some girls are mean.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I like got bullied a little bit in middle school.
You got bullied?
Yeah.
Did I know this?
Yeah.
Did I bully you?
No.
Okay.
No, but do you remember when someone would log into our emails
Yeah.
and send mean
Yeah.
stuff? Yeah.
I was gonna say that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But someone made like a fake Instagram of me, and do you remember they were messaging you and saying like, "I hate Brooks, like I hate you so much."
I do
And it was
remember.
the Instagram of me
I
saying
totally
it to
forgot
you.
about that.
Yeah, people were trying to break up our friendship.
Look at us now.
Yeah, the girl who did that, love her to death. She finally admitted it. Our senior year of high school, our senior trip, she like told me that it was her because I was like, "Do you guys remember when someone made that Instagram?" And she's like, "That was me," and I'm like, "No way!" Like,
Oh my
I love her,
gosh.
and like
Yeah.
you're in middle school, like you
Literally,
do things
like,
you don't think about,
yeah,
like
for real.
nothing against her or anything. It's just funny now,
Oh
but
my gosh. I
yeah.
did not know that she came out. I figured, but I didn't know for sure.
yeah. But then I
Dang.
moved schools my 8th grade year of like middle school, which now is 8th grade high school or no?
No, I think it's still middle school.
okay.
I mean, where we live, I think
Yeah.
it's still middle school.
But
Was
I
that like a
switched-
culture shock at all?
What?
Like going from like a really small school to like
yeah. I remember like the first day of school, I was like so nervous and so scared because I
Yeah.
like I went to public school and elementary school
Mhm.
until 5th grade. Then I switched again in 8th grade back to public school, and I
Yeah.
was like so scared on the first day of school. But then like I found like 2 really good friends like the first day of school. Like
Yeah.
people were really nice, and like it's so much easier to make friends when you're that age. I feel like
100%.
so it was like
Because
it
you're
was a
just
good year
more
of high school.
confident and
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
yeah.
But what about you? How was your middle school friendships growing up?
Honestly, similar to you, like yeah, we had like 18 kids in our class maybe.
Yeah, and like half of them are probably boys.
Yeah, and so like
Yeah.
it wasn't like you were with hundreds of kids and like we obviously were friends with the older kids too, like
Yeah.
or older and younger just cuz we're such a small school that we would all like do sports together and all that stuff. But for me, I think middle school was pretty easy. I feel like I had gone to a new school my 6th grade year, which is middle school,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was so fun for me just because I was going into a school that I had all my church friends there.
Yeah,
Like
and I was there.
literally. It was so fun. I mean, there's always the like middle school drama and
Yeah.
like I mean, you can't get away from it wherever you
Mhm.
go. Like I don't know, but I mean, I'd never had a bad experience in middle school. I mean, not that I can think of other than like yeah, there was some
Like
bullying.
girl drama,
Yeah,
like
I don't think I ever got bullied. Like
you were the
I
bully.
was the bully. Was I actually?
No, but do you remember when we had to have like meetings?
Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay, if I was the bully, I'm so sorry if I don't think I bullied
You
anyone.
didn't bully me.
I don't think I bullied anyone. I can be very sarcastic.
Yeah. I don't think like maybe I did, but like as I'm aware of, I don't think that I was
Yeah.
a bully. I feel like I just tried to like cuz I hated drama. Like I was
Yeah.
like it's so stupid.
Yeah, same. I definitely think like as a girl, it's hard to get away from the drama and you can
Yeah.
find yourself in the drama. But for the most part, like I don't I hope and if I ever made you sad or upset in middle school or high school, I'm very sorry. Um but yeah, I feel like we've grown so much from middle school and high school that it's
Yeah.
like water under the bridge if anything did
Mhm.
happen. But yeah, no, I was just super focused. Like I was never boy crazy or anything. Like I focused on like my school. Obviously you would have your crushes and stuff,
Yeah.
but like it wasn't like that was my focus in middle school and I feel like a lot of girls
Like
that
some
is
girls are just like
yeah.
all like
Like I just wanted to play sports and have
Mhm.
friends and
take cute notes.
take cute notes, get my handwriting all good. Yeah. No, it was definitely similar to you.
Yeah.
How about going into high school? Like, cause you were in public school half of high school and then
Yeah.
came back.
Yeah.
So how did that go?
Yeah, I kind of switched schools like around a lot. But then from like the middle school I was at, most of those kids were like district to the other high school in town. But since like my house was like kind of like up here more,
Yeah.
I had to go to like the school that was like literally 10 minutes further away than the other school, which like
That
made no sense.
I know. I was like, why didn't you go?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like I was just like zoned for the other high school. But anyway, so like most of my friends went to that other school, and so then when I was like a freshman in high school, kind of that like whole thing like oh I need to like remake friends, and like a lot
Yeah.
of these like kids have probably all gone to like middle school together, and like they all know each other already. I'm gonna be this like odd out kid from the other middle school in town.
Right.
But like right off the bat, I kind of got involved in like a really like bad crowd of people just because
Mhm.
like I don't know, you're young and you don't really know what you're doing and you don't really think about your future. So yeah, so I started being friends with like the not good kids, and I had to take the bus to school, and so like most of my friends like all lived around me, and like they were not good people.
Yeah.
They were good
Yeah.
friends, but not good people, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so I got involved in things that like I shouldn't have at like what are you like 14?
Yeah.
But and that's like kind of plays into why I switched back to Billings Christian School, that other small school that we went to before. I was gonna say something and then I just forgot it. Oh yeah, but like my freshman and sophomore year were like very rough to be honest, and then COVID happened sophomore year of high school, and then after that I just literally like fell off the deep end. Like I remember like just
Yeah.
like I don't know, COVID was just a really lonely time for a lot of
Yeah.
people, and I remember my parents didn't really want me to leave the house, and I was like so annoyed, and
Yeah.
I think I did have my license. And so I would just like drive around like by myself like all the time. Like
Yeah.
COVID drives. Like,
Yeah, for real.
and then like sometimes I'd go with friends and it would be fun. But yeah,
Yeah.
it was like a dark time. And so then after that my mom like thought it would be best for me to like go back to like private school.
Which I'm so grateful for.
Me
like,
too.
I'm so glad you came back.
Yeah. I was like nervous cuz like yeah, it's just hard cuz like to like just bounce back and forth
Totally.
from private to
And
public,
it's like
private to public.
we've made memories where at school and we've done all these things
Yeah.
and been in high school together and you're just like coming back.
Yeah.
Yes, we went to the same church, but like
It's different because I didn't
it's
see you guys like 5 days a week. I only
right.
saw you 1 day a week.
Yeah.
But like I remember like my junior year of high school, like everyone in the class would be like, "Do you guys like remember like last year when we did this?" And like they all like thought that I went to school like
yeah.
the other
It was
years.
kind of like a
So I'd
you
be like,
never left kind of
yeah,
thing.
it felt like that. But sometimes I'd be like, "No, like I never had that teacher, or I never did that, or
Yeah.
like I didn't go on this
Dang it,
field
that would
trip."
be hard.
Yeah, it was hard, but it was good. And then yeah, I mean, I already knew all the people at the private school, and then that's the year I met my like now husband is my junior year of high school because he went to high school there.
Yeah.
So I mean, it all worked out, and it
Yeah.
really was like God's plan and stuff.
Totally.
But I
Yeah.
can share more after you share. But you should go ahead and
Yeah.
share your high school.
I feel like high school for me, like, well, this was you left in 8th grade, but we stayed really close friends until like
Like middle
be-
of freshman year?
I think it was beginning of
sophomore
sophomore.
year. Yeah.
Like we were very close. Like we, even though we never went to school, like 8th grade and freshman year, we were still very close.
Yeah.
And then we obviously kind of went our separate ways a little bit. We kind of fell off our friendship.
Don't let boys ruin your friendship.
Literally, don't let it happen. But yeah, so we kind of fell off then, and then like I kind of closed everyone else out because we were so close. And like then I was like, okay, well I don't have her now. I need to make more friends. Like obviously I had friends. Like I was friends with people, but like I was just like I need to not like cut people out when I have like a best friend, you know? And so then I don't know. I guess friendship was good and it was good in high school. I just felt like my focus was on Sterling, which like looking back, like I obviously made some poor decisions in my high school years with him. Like I should have not lied. And if you don't know the story, go back to our love story because it's a long story. But like I don't know. I was always like a girl's girl, but also like Sterling was like my only focus. And so I don't know. There was like things that people talk about that I'm like, what? That happened? They're like, yeah, Brooke, you were not here. And so, yeah, I don't know. I felt like my high school years, like I still had such good friends, but I was really focused on Sterling.
Yeah, like you didn't hang out with them outside of school.
Yeah.
Type of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And like it was like my sports friends, like we're still friends to this day. Like I don't know. I feel like that's where and obviously like you and me, but like I feel like my sports friends who did like sports with me that like we're still connected. But like okay, you can go back to yours in a second. Okay. But do you feel like you thought you were gonna like I'm still obviously like friends with the people we graduated with, but I don't talk to anyone.
I don't either.
Like
it's like weird.
Did that like shock you? Or did you
of?
know that was gonna happen? Because I was like thinking that these people were gonna like we were gonna talk, and then I literally
like,
don't
meet
talk
up
to anyone.
like every like a few times a year and get together. I definitely
because
thought that
of
would
how
happen.
small we were too.
Yeah, but like seriously, I don't talk to like anyone out of high school besides you.
Yeah, same.
And yeah, it's kind of sad.
It is sad. Like you
like,
spend like all your time with these
like
people.
A full-time job for
literally
like, your whole life with these people.
Yeah.
And then after you graduate, it's like, see ya, have a good life.
Yeah, no, literally. And like you did leave after high school.
Yeah.
For like a little bit. But I was like one of the only ones who stayed in Billings. And I was like, dang, like am I like I'm happy, but like everyone else left. Like what? You know, I never wanted to leave, but like
yeah, a lot of people went to college.
Literally most of the girls in our class went to college. But yeah, so like I don't know, that shocked me a lot. Like you guys can interact in the comments. But like when you graduated or if you've graduated, like are you still like talking to the people in your graduating class or like did you all kind of go your separate ways? Cuz I truly thought that we would always like talk.
Yeah. I have like one friend from my other high school that I'm still friends with. That's about it.
Yeah.
Like you and her.
Yeah. But yeah, no. Okay, go back to like your high school stuff. Like
I was going to say like okay, we basically like weren't friends for like a year, I think.
Yeah.
But it seriously felt like a lifetime.
No, it
like
really
when
did.
we look back and say that it's a year, I'm like that was the longest year of my life then.
Same.
Cuz like did we become friends like right when I came back? Stop.
Love you. So
I love you.
Friends again.
Like did we become friends when I went back to BCS?
Yeah. So
like immediately? I don't remember.
I think it took some time.
Yeah.
But so
I feel like we would sit by each other.
Yeah, I mean we became like close again really fast. But like sophomore year, we were not friends. And I think it was like maybe either I don't remember.
So did we get our license freshman year, like the end of freshman year?
Yeah, I got mine the end.
Because we had like matching cars, guys. We were so cute.
We got okay. No, we were friends until probably like September of that year.
Yeah, probably.
September, October.
Yeah.
Because that's when stuff went down. But I got my license in August of like going into our sophomore year. You had your license
I was
quite
like,
a bit.
I think I had my license my freshman year.
Yeah, you did.
It's kind of crazy.
Because remember, like I was so excited, and then
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I hated driver's ed.
So
much.
I didn't mind it, but yeah, I was glad it was over.
I like was just like in my like I don't care about anything phase. One of the days we had got these like folders that had like important stuff in them or something, and the teacher that taught my class like hated me, like just straight up hated me, and she like walked out of the room for like a second, and I like just decided to like throw my folder like a frisbee. I don't know why. I was just like, whatever, I hate this. And I threw my folder, and she walked in like right when it happened, and it freaking hit her. And then, like,
Oh
after
gosh.
that, I was like, she is not gonna, like, wave me or, right? You want to
Yeah,
get waved?
yeah.
And I ended up not getting waved, and she, like, hated me, so I had to, like, take my test and everything. But, like, my driver's
Dang.
ed experience was rough.
Oh my gosh, we should do like a driver's ed episode.
Yeah. I remember being
Dang.
so scared.
Yeah, I liked my teacher. It was a good experience. I remembered like being really bad at driving though.
Me too.
Like I was like going over the like middle line because I was so scared I was gonna go off
Yeah.
the road.
I took it in the
Yeah.
winter, and I remember it was so scary.
Yeah, I did too. I took it like spring, but it was still
Yeah.
snowy and
I remember
stuff.
I'd be, like, shaking, like, holding the wheel, like, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
10 and 2 or...
Yeah. So then going on to like our friendships now, I feel like we have the best friendships I've ever had in my life
Yeah.
right now.
Like, they're, like, a deeper level.
It is. It
I
really
would
is.
say though it's like hard when you're like in different seasons of life though.
Totally.
Like
100%.
that's like a big like kind of struggle I'm having now. Is
Yeah.
that I have like single friends and then I have dating friends and then I have married
Yeah.
friends, and it's just like kind of difficult to like navigate that because I'm like, well, Jake and I can't hang out with like my single friends together, so then Jake needs to find something to do.
Right.
It's just like kind of tricky.
That's why I feel like our girls like study and then just like having like our girls group.
Yeah.
I feel like that is so helpful because we can connect and we all are in different seasons of life.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that is nice.
But yeah, one-on-one it is harder to like, yeah, I totally get it. Because
Mhm.
it's fun to like do couple things. Like we can
Yeah.
do couple things, but then we can also hang out one-on-one. But no, I 100% get that.
Yeah. So it is kind of tricky.
And I bet that's
navigating
harder
that.
as a married couple too. You're like,
Yeah, because I'm
he-
like, I can't just invite people over because Jake's there.
Right.
And, like, I don't want to just kick him out of our house. And,
Right.
like, he could hang out with us, but, like, you want to have, like, girl time.
totally.
It is a little tricky.
Yeah.
So then, like, it's hard because then I feel like I'm not, like, reaching out to people to,
Yeah.
like, be like, hey, come over. I kind of, like, wait for them to reach out. But then, like, you know how that gets, then they don't reach out. You know what
Totally.
I mean?
Yeah.
But,
No, I definitely agree with that. Like, I feel like in this season of life, I've found like really, really close friends.
Yeah.
Like, we've become really close this
Yeah,
last
we
year.
have.
Like, praise God, because I feel like God just knew I needed that. Love you.
same.
Anyways,
you.
and then I don't know. I just feel like we just have really good friends. Like,
Mhm.
I just am like, I genuinely love the friends that we have, and like, I don't know.
Like, the new girls at our church and stuff, too.
Literally.
It's so fun.
It's so fun, like welcoming people into our
Yeah.
church, and like, I don't know. It's just fun to like meet new girls, and like, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
the
just
Bible
kind of
study has been so fun.
yeah.
Because, like, when you see them at, like, church or something, like, sometimes you can't talk to them.
I mean, I see you, and I don't talk to you at
I
church.
know.
Like
and,
we,
like, if I'm doing coffee shop, I get in late and I leave early.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't talk to anyone unless they're over at the coffee
yeah,
shop.
totally,
So, it's nice that, like, we can connect with the new people.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be in, like, a church setting.
For
you know what
real.
I mean?
100%. But yeah, no, I'm just like, I hope that these friendships that we have right now last. Like they will. Like
Yeah.
I think they will. It's like not like, it's not like you're forced to be with each other like in high school.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know. I just am really grateful for like the friends we've had.
Mhm.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Do you find any other struggles now, or do you find something that's like good? I don't know. Like
It's been fun to, like, have, like, Jake's friends, like, me become friends with, like, their wives and stuff.
yeah,
Like, that part's been fun because I was always, like, nervous about that kind of stuff. Like,
yeah,
because I feel like once you're in your 20s or out of high school, it's, like, hard to make new friends. And
unless you're like
especially-
super outgoing. Like there's
Yeah.
some really outgoing people
For
in our
real.
church, and
I'm
I'm
like,
like, how do you do that? Good for you. yeah.
For real. But it's been nice to, like, kind of have, like, I don't know, like, bonus friends in a way.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And it's fun, too, when, like, Jake gets along really good with their husband and I get along really good with the wife. Like, it's
Yeah.
really fun.
No, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
What
good.
about you, though?
I would just say right now, because Sterling and I aren't married, like we would love to do trips and stuff,
Yeah.
but because we're not, like that's like probably the hardest thing. Is
Yeah.
like we would love to do like camping trips with you
Yeah,
guys, and
camping
like
would be so fun.
yeah, like hopefully we get married soon so that like we can start doing
Yeah.
more stuff like that. But I feel like in the season I'm in like a weird middle season of like we are almost married, but we're not.
Mhm.
And yeah, I think that's probably like the hardest part of like friendships because like there's a married couple group that can go on trips and do all this stuff and we're
Yeah.
choosing not to because we're not going to do that
Mhm.
yet, you know? And
Yeah.
so I don't know, that's like probably the biggest struggle
Yeah.
in this season right now. So I think once we're married, I think it will be a lot easier to be able to do that,
Mhm.
you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that's but like also really good is being able to still have the friends that we have and like be able to do majority of things
Yeah.
together, you know.
For sure.
There's the pros and cons.
Boating trips would be so fun.
No,
Please
literally.
get married.
Oh, Sterling. Yes, please marry me. Sterling. Continuing with like navigating 20s and stuff and like marriage, like are there anything that like you guys find hard as a married couple or
Um, yeah, kind of similar to like what you were saying with like groups at church and stuff.
yeah.
Like I just feel like sometimes it's hard for us to like find a good place to connect because there's like married like dinner clubs or whatever,
Yeah.
but then we're like seriously only 20, so then like they're all
Everyone is
like
like our
20
parents'
years
age.
older than us.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
like I don't want to just feel like the kids at the dinner table with them, you
Totally.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then like at like the young adults group, like I just feel like the majority are like single people, and
Mhm.
so it's kind of like hard to like be there and like I want to hang out with Jake, but like I don't know, it's a little tricky to navigate that to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
Like I kind of wish that there was like a young married group or something, but like
Yeah.
that would also be hard because there's like not that many. So I would
I
say
feel
that's a little
like
tricky.
that could be a really good group though. Like I feel
Yeah,
like you could probably get a bunch of like young
like a
married.
young married dinner club or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I agree. That's
like 20s to 30s group or something.
yeah. No, yeah. That's hard. And obviously like the single people don't want to be single, but like
Yeah, and then I'm like, I don't want to make them like sad that they're single. Like
mhm.
if I'm like, oh, I want to like hang out with Jake while I'm here,
Right. Yeah.
but then like I kind of just feel like left out just because we're in like different seasons and
Yeah.
stuff.
Different seasons are hard. It's
Yeah,
definitely hard to like navigate like all the stuff.
yeah,
But
for sure.
yeah. What's been your favorite season of life?
This one right now.
Yeah, I bet.
We're like being like freshly married. Like it was so
Yeah.
fun to like go on our honeymoon and like
Mhm.
you just kind of have no idea what you're doing. Like
Yeah.
the first day we came back was like the first day we were living in our house and like it was
Just a
just so fun.
dream.
Yeah,
That's
to
so
just like
fun.
navigate and like move all your stuff in and like it's just so
Yeah.
fresh and you're like
Oh.
this is crazy. Like we've been like wishing for this like our whole lives and like
Yeah.
praying for this day
Right.
and now we get to live together and have sleepovers together. Like it's
Yes.
so fun.
I love that.
But I mean, like, even still now, like, it still hasn't even been like a year. It's just been so fun.
Yeah, I love that.
What about you? What has your favorite season been?
I honestly think this is also my favorite season.
Yeah.
Like once I get married, that will definitely be my favorite
Yeah.
season just cuz I've been dreaming about that forever. But I would just say like being in my 20s, like I'm not like a kid anymore, but I'm also like not super old and
Yeah.
I just love like Sterling and I's season of like just having fun dates and just like just being able to just be with each other, but I will be really excited when I can just be like, "All right, good night." Like
Yeah.
go,
It's
you
so
know.
fun.
But I don't know, I just feel like friendships wise, it's been like the best season for that. Also with my relationship and also just with my family. Like I feel like I don't know, it's just been such a good season. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I want to get better at like appreciating the season that I'm in instead of looking in the future. Like
Yeah.
living in the now is like one thing I've been really working on this year.
No,
And I don't know, just like getting better at like appreciating the season I'm in.
that's
And
good.
like I don't know, that's just kind of been on my mind lately, you know?
And
'Cause
then when you're like in the season of like wedding planning and stuff, it'll be
yes.
so fun.
No,
And like,
I'm so excited for that. So hopefully soon. We'll see.
that'll be so
Okay, do we want to do the verse of the day?
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to read it?
I would love to read it. Okay. Verse of the day today is Psalms 59:16 and it says, "But I will sing of your strength in the morning. I will sing for your love, for you are my fortress, my refuge in times of trouble."
That's good.
It is good.
That's like another just like calming verse.
Yeah.
That's like makes you just feel at peace.
Mm.
Um, let's see. Does that resonate? Can you think of anything or do you need a second?
I think that it kind of just like ties into like even what we were talking about at like Bible study, like just knowing that like God is just like literally always there for you.
Yeah,
And like even when you like think that you were alone, like like no matter what you're doing, like if you're like
literally.
sinning or if you're like praising God, like God is literally like always there, and
Yeah,
like
totally.
just knowing He's like always like watching is like
Yeah.
comforting and a little
Yeah.
like scary, but like you should be, you know what I mean?
Totally.
But I think that it's just been fun to like talk about like God's love and just
Yeah.
like everything at Bible study and stuff.
I love
But
that.
what about you?
For me, I can see it like that, and then a little bit differently as well. Like, I will sing of your strength in the morning. I will sing of your love. Like, I feel like that's like almost like praising God for like what
Yeah.
He's doing in your life. And I feel like for me personally, I do need to get better at that, and like praising Him for like just everything He's given me, like the opportunities He's given me. And like, as I was just talking before we were starting this podcast about like how I've been a little bit stressed out with money and stuff. And like my refuge in times of trouble, like my times of trouble, really not trouble, but like being a little bit stressed with money, God has like given me all these opportunities,
Yeah.
and I want to sing of His glory and His strength and His love. And so I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think like you can make this like resonate in any time, in any season, you know?
Yeah. No, that's a good verse.
That
They
is a
always
good-
have really good
No,
verses.
for
But
real.
is there even a bad verse, you know?
No, for real. Yeah. One thing about what you just said is like God is always watching, even though it can be scary.
Yeah.
In our Bible study, we were talking about like sometimes you like actually I don't remember what I was gonna say.
No, just try. You got it.
It was like when we were talking about like you do things in front of God that you wouldn't do in front of like
Your friends. Yeah.
It's like God is always watching, and you're doing something that like you think no one can see, but God can see, but you wouldn't do it in front of people. If that makes sense.
That's
Like,
kind of like a crazy like
Yeah.
perspective.
like God is like so good. Like why are we
For
not
real.
treating Him like He is? But yeah, is there anything else that you want to touch on today?
No, I think we kind of covered it all. That was a really fun episode.
was fun.
And I don't know, it's always fun to just record and just sit down and
Just
chat
chat.
with you. And
Yeah,
it's nice to know that like other people are enjoying our episodes.
yeah. Like your
and
feedback means the world to us. Thank
For
you guys
real.
so much. Make sure to give us a 5-star review and share our podcast with your friends.
yeah.
Also, shout out my dad for giving us all these
Yeah,
podcast
shout
ideas.
out Gordy.
We love
Does he
you.
listen?
I don't know, but you gave me this idea. So, but yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. Let us know what kind of podcast episodes you would like to listen to,
Yeah.
and anything else.
No, I think that's it.
Okay, we love you guys so much, and we'll see you in our next episode.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you guys so much for listening to our podcast. We had so much fun making it.
We love you guys so much, and if you enjoyed this episode, be sure to leave us a 5-star review on whatever platform you're listening or watching on, and also be sure to follow us on Instagram at SIP&SIT Podcast, and on there you will find our personal social medias as well. Thank you guys so much. We really hope that you enjoyed this episode, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.